right, we are on our way to Tallinn. Can't wait to see what Estonia has to offer. We have made it to Tallinn. Now we're just trying to get to our tram and then get to our Airbnb.
Tonight's dinner is pan-fried dumplings and quinoa and vegetables. You kind of make do with what you get at an Airbnb.
Good morning. Today is our first day in Tallinn, Estonia. We're on our way to our free walking tour, and this city is one of the most well-preserved medieval cities in the world, so we're excited to go explore it. This is Catherine's Passage. It's just a cute little walkway in between different sections of Tallinn, and a lot of films have been filmed here because we have a little bit that looks like 17th century, you have a little bit that looks like 18th century Germany, so it's just a nice cute little walkway. All right, right now we're in Lower Town and we're going to walk up the stairs to get to the main area in Upper Town.
Right now we're in a Danish garden, the King's Danish Garden. Apparently this is where one of the major battles of the Danes and the Estonians took place. And as the legend goes, the Estonians were about to win against the Danes, but then a big old hole in the sky opened up in the clouds and dropped the Denmark flag, and then that rallied King Voldemort II to be able to get his people together and win the battle. So, as the legend goes.
Behind me is Alexander's Orthodox Cathedral. It is at the top of Tallinn, and it's right across from the palace and the Parliament buildings. And so when you come here, even if you're going to Parliament, you know that this still has Russian influence. 30% of the population here is Russian. And it's a very beautiful church. Inside you're not allowed to take photos, but of course there's the beautiful gold. They had a little bit of candy cane stripes on the sides, and there were women cleaning the area. I'm sure that is the way that they give their tithing, is their time to clean the cathedral and make sure that it's beautiful for everybody to see. I'm in the tiniest alley here in Old Town Tallinn, and this is where women in the 1800s with their wide skirts would fight each other as they tried to go through the tunnel without hitting the walls.
Today, on our second full day here in Tallinn, we decided to head on over to the Baltic Station Market here. And this was originally established in 1993, but it's built on some foundations of an old factory dating back to the late 1900s. So I guess there's some limestones and stuff that you can still find around here. The current building you see behind me was actually redone back in 2016. So this is apparently one of the places to visit for Tallinnites, and we're excited to see what it has here.
And we're hungry.
And we're hungry.
So not only is this a market and a place of food, but it's also a 3-level market of clothes, kitchenware, anything you need, you can come and get here. What do you got?
I have bao, beef bao, and then we also bought a pork bao.
Pork bao. Pork bao.
Right next to the market is the Creative City, and of course, it being Saturday, they actually have a flea market going on at the same time. So this is an area where a bunch of artists and independent people come to sell their stuff, and there's lots of businesses and happy children.
This creative city is really cool, and every corner has different art. There's buildings everywhere doing business, and you can kind of get lost in here because there's just so many alleys, and then all of a sudden you're in another park, and there's kids playing, and there's food, and it's a pretty cool area. One of the many reasons why Tallinn is known as the best well-preserved medieval city, is because of their walls. A lot of cities like Prague and Krakow have taken down their walls. They've left up a few towers and things, but usually they take down the walls to make it more efficient for people and housing. But here in Tallinn, they've kept them up, which does make it more inefficient for walking, but they've been able to build houses into them and stores, and it really gives a close feeling to the old town that I'm really enjoying. We're about to go into the Maritime Museum here in Tallinn's Old Town. This one is located in one of the gates, one of the tower gates, and this tower gate is lovingly called Fat Margaret, and I think you can figure out why.
Today we went to the museum, Maritime Museum. We went to Creative City. We went to the market, and overall just a really fun day walking around, seeing all the different things that Tallinn has to offer. Really enjoyed the Maritime Museum. It's really informative if you really want to get down and dirty into what all the different maritime sailing steamboats, engine boats. It covers a lot of the history.
Like 1400s all the way basically to today, and lots of models and. Yep. So overall, just a really fun day, and yeah, lots of things to do and see. And we just got done going to the market ourselves to get some more stuff for the next couple days. So yeah, just overall a fun day. Good day. All right, it's time to make dinner. I went to the store and I got salad fixings for $2. Even the pepper alone in the US would cost $2. And now I'm gonna make the pizza. The directions are in Estonian, Latvian, Lithuanian, and Russian, and not in English. So I'm sure I can make a pizza. It'll be fine. Ta-ra! Happy Sunday. Today we're going to go to the Kiek Museum and Bastion Tunnels, basically going through an old wall, which should be fun. They have an audio guide we've already downloaded. Then we'll get lunch somewhere, and then we'll go to St. Nicholas, which is now been converted into a religious art museum. Farmost Tower is supposedly haunted by a monk, and the Psychic Society of the 1930s came and made contact, and apparently he used to be an executioner who became a monk but then committed crimes and kind of lost his mind. And so that's the legend of this tower. Made it to the top, and there's a restaurant here, but it's not open. So we're in the tunnel system now, and this has been used in the past as homeless shelters and as places for punk rock people to hang, and then of course bomb shelters. And so we just watched a video about protecting the people, and it took me a little bit to realize, oh, they're talking about the US bombing them. And that's just kind of a brain shift for me.
We just got done with the Towers Museum, as well as the Underground Museum, and there was also stones taken from various spots museum.
It's a lot of things. It's really great on a rainy day. So much information. It was a little bit overwhelming, but the Underground was really cool because it started in 2000. Like you start in the time period of 2005, and as you slowly follow it down, you go down to the 1700s. So how the area was used and what during that time frame was used. So that was really interesting. And the carved stone is interesting because limestone is the national stone of Estonia, and the limestone is very important in the carving. So it was interesting to see that as well. But I'm ready to get some lunch. So we didn't make it to the art museum because we're tired and it's Sunday, and we have 5 more days here, so we have plenty of opportunities to see the art.